You open Instagram. The first thing you see, someone's selfie. Next, a birthday photo dump. Then, a mirror picture with just feeling grateful as the caption. You scroll again and again. Everyone's showing something. Smiles, vacations, gym progress, day out with the squad. And then there's you, or someone you know, who never posts. Their profile picture? Probably for 5 years ago. Their feed? Empty. Their story? Always blank. They're ghosts in a world that never stops talking. And you start wondering, why? Why do some people refuse to put their lives online? Why does silence feel so uncomfortable for others, but so peaceful for them? What kind of mind says, I don't need to post my face to prove my existence? Because in a time when everyone's showing off their life, not showing might just be the loudest thing you can do. The first reason some people don't post is control. See, the moment you upload your photo, you hand over your identity. People start building a version of you in their minds based on that one snapshot. They decide what kind of person you are, what your life looks like, and what you're worth. And that's the scary part, because suddenly you don't own your image anymore. They do. Psychologically, people who don't post are often highly self-aware and boundary-oriented. They understand that validation is addictive. They know how one little heart on a screen can start shaping your self-esteem. So they step back, not because they don't care, but because they care too much about staying real. They build invisible walls, not to shut people out, but to keep their identity pure, unfiltered, untouched by public opinion. They're not hiding. They're just protecting what's sacred. There's another layer to this. People who don't post their photos tend to be observers, not performers. They love watching, not being watched. They notice emotions in people's eyes, not filters on their faces. When they go to dinner, they actually taste the food. When they travel, they feel the air, not the urge to prove they were there. They don't live life like it's a highlight reel. They live it like it's a memory. Psychologically, these people score high in internal motivation, meaning they don't need outer recognition to feel alive. Their dopamine doesn't come from likes, it comes from meaning. They'll remember a conversation, not a caption. They'll value a connection, not a comment section. And that's why they post less, because they already have what everyone else is searching for, peace. There's also this. People who rarely post often carry a trait called emotional minimalism. They feel deeply, but quietly. They don't need to project every emotion to process it. When they're happy, they enjoy it privately. When they're sad, they heal in silence. For them, posting feels like leaking energy. Every upload chips away a little bit of their inner world. And maybe that's why they guard it so fiercely. While the world is obsessed with content, they're obsessed with context. What matters to them isn't what looks good, it's what feels true. And truth isn't always photogenic. Sometimes truth is messy, complex, boring, or even painful. So they keep it off the grid, because they've learned something the world still hasn't. Not everything needs to be shared to be real. Here's the paradox. The less you show, the more powerful you become. When no one knows what you're doing, no one can interfere. When no one can judge your moves, you move freely. Psychologists call this private autonomy, a state where your sense of self is untouched by external validation. That's why people who don't post their photos often feel lighter, calmer, and more in control. They're not chasing algorithms or approval. They've detached from the constant pressure of being seen. And that's where real confidence lives. Because true confidence isn't shouting. It's being so secure that you don't need to. So, if you're one of those people who never post, don't let anyone tell you you're missing out. You're not invisible. You're intentional. You're choosing privacy over performance, presence over perception, real life over digital applause. And in a time when everyone's chasing visibility, you found something rare, peace of mind. Remember, not showing your face doesn't mean you're hiding it. It means you're living it. Because sometimes, the quietest lives are the ones most deeply felt. If this hit you, you'll really feel my last video. It's about the quiet ones who don't talk much, and how their silence shapes them. Click it right here. It'll open your mind in a whole new way.